And now it's time for our cool products segment, brought to you by Mills Fleet Farm. I'm normally here by myself. This week, big water trolling, I'm going to leave it to Mr. Sanda.
Thank you very much, Troy. We have a variety of different products here that you can use to fish big water. The whole thing about fishing big water is covering water, straining the depth from the top to the bottom to contact schools of active fish. And you need a variety of different products that'll help you do that. First up on this side, we have planer boards, from little ones you can use for trout and steelhead along shore to big ones you can pull musky baits. This would be the typical walleye size that you would use pulling crankbaits or spoons, okay? Basically what they do is they spread your lines to the side of the boat almost like a shrimp trawler. What you need to do is you let your lure out, you get it running to depth, and then you attach the board to your line through here, the little clips. Let out some more line and let that go out. It angles out to the side. You put your rod in the holder, set out another one. So you get a squadron of these little bobbers out there bobbing up and down as you troll along. When you get a bite, it drops back. It indicates that there's a fish. You reel the board in, take it off the line, and then you reel your fish to the net. All lures obviously will dive to a certain depth on their own. You can add a sinker to your line ahead of the lure if you want, or you can use a leadcore trolling line like this. Basically what they are is a Dacron or other line with a lead filament inside. It's kind of like a living sinker. It means that the more line you let out, the more weight you have and the deeper your lures will go. Leadcore lines are typically marked with a different color every 10 yards, so you can visually tell how much line is out. And when you get a productive combination of line length and trolling speed, you replicate it, you do it over and over. Speaking of replication, we have a Daiwa AccuDepth 27 line counter reel here. It's really easy for a lot of people to use because it has a little number gauge here. You let out a length of line, and when you're catching fish, the next time you let it back out to the same number. It's very easy to replicate. Now, as far as your lures go, we've got a little squadron of these guys down here. Very popular open water trolling baits, and it depends on the species. This Selmo Hornet here is very popular for walleyes on Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This Reef Runner here in the Wonder Bread color, which I really love, that's real popular on Lake Erie for walleyes. Okay, we've got some Thunder Sticks here, which are good minnow baits. They've got a nice rolling action to them. It's not real aggressive. It's great for walleyes, for trout, for salmon. For some reason, the Hottentot here from Storm has always been the most predominant trolling crankbait on Saginaw Bay for walleyes. Some guys really like to add a little piece of crawler to the front hook. It's a real aggressive wobbling bait. Okay, we have some Shad Bass here from Storm and Rapala. Very good wherever fish are feeding on shad. And finally, some trolling spoons, which are real popular for trout and salmon. And remember, you can find these products at your local Mills Fleet Farm or at fleetfarm.com. And for our last product, let's join Troy out on the water.
I'm out here on some big water. It's relatively calm right now. I'm on Lake Mille Lacs. It was pretty choppy earlier, and having a good seat like this is from Smooth Moves. This is the absolute most comfortable seat I've been in a boat. I had a ruptured disc in my back from a pretty bad car accident a number of years ago. And I can't tell you how much better I feel when I'm in this on big water, and I think you will too. They're easy to install, and they are absolutely incredible. They will save your back.